Hi, I'm Brandy Fowler with the Atlanta Post, and today we have Joe Munga, the writer and director of Viva, Riva, which was an awesome film shot in the Congo.
Viva, Riva.
So tell me, what was your inspiration behind the film?
Well, I wanted to try to talk about the city of Kinshasa, which is my hometown. But I wanted to make it in a way that could be at the same time entertaining and thrilling, but also close to reality. You know, have that documentary part, look at the street the way they are, look at the houses and also the characters, and have a mix of good entertainment, but also with documentary flavor inside.
When you started writing the film, was there anything like maybe from your past or your childhood that kind of got you going with the content? It was really raw and gritty and, sexy and that's
Well, I mean, I don't think the story is really personal in that sense, because in my writing I'm more like a methodical person. I really do research and I really build characters and build the situation. Maybe what I will say, which is personal in the story, is that I try to be close to emotions, that I felt, or with the police, or with the corruption, or with the violence of things I've experienced. In that sense, yes, it was a bit personal.
And on that note, do you feel like you're opening doors for more filmmakers who may want to shoot in the Congo as well?
Well, I hope that there'll be more films, done by Congolese, by Africans, but also by other directors, On the other side, what I do is I've organized training program for young directors, artists, technicians, so they get in the process of learning.
And speaking of success, were you surprised by the success of this film? There's been a lot of great reviews about it, and people are really taking to it.
Absolutely. Every week it's like I'm really, really surprised, and especially by the warm welcome by American audience.
Yeah.
In all the festival. Last week I was in Baltimore Film Festival, and it was just amazing. One of the most amazing screenings I ever had.
How would you say you got your start as a filmmaker?
I did, I would say, art school, when I was teenage. And when it comes in, it's funny that you talk about writing, actually, because my childhood was a bit complicated. So, but I would say that writing came naturally as a kind of relief. When I was writing, I felt better. But the film school and the filmmaking process actually came by accident. I had like a crisis in studying art. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do of my life as a professional. So I entered that workshop by accident, about film, and I made my first short film. And the teachers, the trainer, encouraged me to go to a film school. But then I said, as an African, imagine you going making films. Doesn't make sense. But then, I don't know, it was so strong. I had like this strong appeal. And so I applied to the film school. So I went in, and then I started making films. Nice. But it took me really years to really accept that I'm a filmmaker. This is my life. This is what I do.
Yeah. How did you get your film recognized by the American media?
I didn't get them. They came to me, actually. It was really a fair process in the sense that my film was picked to be presented at Toronto Film Festival.
Okay.
So, I finished the film on Monday. Tuesday I took the plane, and Thursday I gave the print, and, and it was there.
Yeah.
And so the festival had started. So it's just a process by itself when, I had reviews on the internet, website, and people start talking about the film. So people came to me, asked me things. Then I start all this relation with the press and then festival. But you can't control that, actually. Yeah. Yes. And I'm really happy the way it's happening.
Absolutely. If there was a lesson that you could maybe share about your filmmaking process, what would that be? Like the most important lesson you learned being a filmmaker so far?
Well, I said that you need to work really hard, so that is known. Well, I think also to be free is important, because I can imagine the temptation to think that, okay, what is the industry, what the industry would like to see of a film, especially when you're a foreigner, and what are the studios or what are the funding would like to see. But I think that's not the way to do it. You really first have to focus about yourself, about what you want to bring to the world, and maybe people get interested. It's not the other way around, I think. And that is, I will really say to younger filmmakers, or maybe not even younger filmmakers, but to people, that it's really important to focus on your ideas.
Well, thank you very much. I'm Brandy Fowler with the Atlanta Post. Again, this is Joe Munga, the writer and director of Viva, Riva. It was an amazing film. Make sure you check it out. And if you want to see the full interview, check out theatlantapost.com.